Hello everyone, and welcome to another sudden live stream of Genshin Impact. We got a lot of limited time events that are currently happening, and I want to try and get as much done as possible, but also try not to rush, try to enjoy, so that is the plan. And taking a little, I guess you could say a little break from the summertime Odyssey event. There's a Diluc. It's been a while since I've said his name. It doesn't sound like I'm saying it correctly. Diluc. There's a Diluc limited time event, so that's what we're gonna do. Also, the fact that it's going to end earlier. Which one's which? Okay, so the weather is starting to get hot. Paimon wants to buy some fruit juice from Dawn Winery. What a random thing to want to do. And we're going to do it. Sorry, Lynn. You are in trouble. And I am not going to help you. I've helped you so many times. Every time I do a commission, you're like, I need this delivered. Oh, I need to find this. Oh, and it's like, not today, Lynn. Not today.
Good day to you both. It's been quite a long time. You're looking well as ever.
It's voice acted, so that means it's an important limited time event. Hell yeah.
Hi, Adeline!
I actually do not remember if we've ever met Adeline. I'm going to assume we have.
To what do we owe the honor today? Important business to discuss with Master Diluc, I presume?
Grape juice, actually.
That's right! Adeline, since we've run into you, maybe we could just get you to help us with this one. We always miss the winery's discount grape juice, so this time we decided to come here early. Can you reserve a bottle for us? We'll pay a deposit, just name the price.
Of course I can, and no deposit necessary. But I'm afraid you might be in for quite a wait. Dawn Winery's discount grape juice takes a long time to make. Every summer, Master Diluc handpicks 2 barrels of the finest grapes to turn into juice.
What? Why sell the good stuff at a low price? Shouldn't the best grapes be the most expensive?
Master has never explained his reasoning. If I had to guess, the discount could be a marketing technique. Special deals always attract customers.
Yeah, and if it's the best of the best, after having a discount of it, you're like, hell, if it's this good, I want to buy the actual stuff at full price. But little did you realize it's not going to be as good as the hand-picked one. That's interesting way of going about it.
Perhaps Master hopes to increase the popularity of fruit juice so that people have more options when it comes to drinking.
Yeah.
It makes an ideal alternative for the heaviest drinkers because they won't get drunk and start causing mischief. At the same time, those who don't drink alcohol get the chance to try something new.
It still doesn't sound like the most profitable venture.
Master Diluc isn't all about money. I think he would prefer to see people drinking in moderation than chase bigger profits at any cost.
That and he's all about a shit ton of money. Yeah, it ain't about the money, it's about a shit ton of money.
Imagine if everyone could just enjoy a nice glass of wine and have a good time while keeping their wits about them and not creating trouble for others. Now, wouldn't that be a miracle?
Wow, Master Diluc's such a thoughtful guy.
Did Diona get to him?
So, is Diluc picking out this year's grapes right now?
Not just yet. He has a few more issues to sort out first. He'll start the process as soon as those are out of the way. If you're interested, I'm sure Master Diluc would be delighted to see you and hear your thoughts.
What issues? Can we help? Is there primo gems involved?
As you know, whenever Master Diluc catches wind of any unsavory guests showing up in Mondstadt, he takes it upon himself to go and greet them in person. It's the same story today.
It's Diona again, isn't it?
He
She's
should
attacking.
be somewhere near Falcon Coast. I'm not sure how long he'll be. In the meantime, would you like to take a seat inside?
Sure.
I have to stay here and wait for some other guests, but Hilly and Mako will be glad to take care of you.
Unsavory guests? What is that supposed to mean?
Alright, we'll wait inside until Diluc gets back.
But Paimon won't feel kind of bad if we're sitting in Diluc's house, twiddling our thumbs while he's out there hard at work. Let's go to the Falcon Coast and help Diluc sort out his issues. Although Diluc is super strong, surely he'd appreciate a little support.
If you're happy to help, that would be wonderful. Master trusts you after all, and you're both very capable. I know he'd appreciate a helping hand.
No biggie. The sooner Master Diluc is free, the sooner we can get a taste of that delicious grape juice. Come on, let's go to the Falcon Coast.
I'm going to... Here's the thing. I pay attention to online things, and there's apparently, if you stay at the winery and explore or whatever, instead of traveling to meet Diluc, apparently something happens. Now, I don't know if it's in referring to this part, or maybe it's something later on in this mission or whatever. So, I'm gonna stay here a bit instead of teleporting. But I don't know if it's this or maybe it's later on. Remember when we had a drinking mini game here thing? We were mixing drinks and whatnot. Fun times. Also, I don't know if I was supposed to wait on the inside of the place or outside. Or maybe it's a later point. I don't know. I'm not sure. Talk to this guy, maybe? Goodbye. Okay, we've already talked to you. But I'm also not entirely sure if this actually happens or whatnot. Could I have been led astray? Do you guys know what happens? Yeah, I think I've already talked to them. Maybe it is on the outside.
Please send Master Diluc. Also, do be careful. As Master always says, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
And never surrender. But I think I'm just gonna check online very briefly, just to make sure I'm not leaving in an area where it would happen.
Well, that's not bad. Well, that's not bad.
Just let me know if you ever find yourself in a pinch. I can help you out.
Near the one. Yeah, because it says stay in the winery for a while after the quest prompts you. Do not go after Diluc immediately. But,
Well, that's not bad.
I don't think it's at the beginning of this because we technically weren't inside the manor when this part of the quest started. So, I'm gonna take a chance and say we go to Diluc. Well, it says Don Winery. Okay, I guess we'll take one last look around. Oh! I didn't realize there was a... I have to check those. I have a couple of those I haven't listened to yet. I picked up. But, is there anything up here? Maybe? No. Yeah, it says enter winery. So yeah, I think it might be later on in this quest thing. So nothing's changed? Yeah, okay. So it must be at a later part of this quest. So we're gonna teleport and hope to God we don't miss anything. Because apparently it is very easy to miss or whatever, and I assume once you pass it, it disappears and won't come back in a sense, so.
Is that a camp over there? Diluc is camping out in the wild?
Shocking. Investigate.
Huh. This tent doesn't look like it belongs to Diluc. Maybe it's an adventurer camp. Oh, there's a piece of paper and a notebook over there. Let's read them.
Dear Darknight hero, we are seeing a repeat of the phenomenon we encountered many years ago. Although you fully resolved this issue last time, the ley lines seem to have been stimulated in some way and are releasing the monsters they recorded once more. I'm sure you want to deal with those that pose the biggest threat immediately. So I'm notifying essential individuals per the operating procedures.
Judging by the tone, it seems like this was written by someone Diluc knows well. Let's call him Diluc's friend for now. He saw something bad happen, wrote a note for Master Diluc, and then left. Huh. Isn't that pretty irresponsible? What if someone else had seen it? Also, he left his notebook behind. Now that Paimon thinks about it, you know that strange ley line deposit on the beach?
Paimon bets that's the phenomenon he was talking about.
Other than that, everything seems fine here. Not a monster in sight.
Oh, you jinxed it now.
Do you want to read Diluc's friend's notebook too?
I guess. You don't have to spoon feed it, Paimon. We could just do it.
Let's head over and take a closer look at the ley line deposit.
Of course we're gonna read the books. So that was the one.
There are 2 notes here.
Oh, read the first note. It's been years since the Ley Lines last released such a highly aggressive monsters during an anomaly. Darknight's hero's timing was perfect. The way he lured the monsters a few at a time into the open to defeat them one by one. Quite the strategy. And then he pretended to be seriously injured, luring out the Abyss Order's main forces, and then meeting them head on. A truly magnificent counterattack. Still, this plan involved too many uncertainties, and the Darknight hero himself even said that he can't afford to take risks like this every time. Getting to the root of the problem and preventing these types of ley line disorders from happening is the safest approach.
Paimon didn't follow all that. But it seemed to be about a previous battle Diluc was in?
Well, Paimon, you, gotta think a little bit better, because that was actually quite simple to understand. Anyways, second node.
There are 2 notes here.
Second node. Ley lines hold many secrets. We ordinary people do not need to concern ourselves with the way they worked, but since the Dark Knight hero will be fighting against the Abyss Order for a long term, it is in our best interest to gain a deeper understanding of them. I heard that the captain of the Knights of Favonius investigation team is a highly accomplished academic, but unlike Lisa, he is not especially close with the acting Grand Master. We should be able to learn a few things from him without the Knights of Favonius finding out. Perhaps the Darknight hero could ask him for input on the technical issues regarding ley lines. I will deliver the letter to his camp on the mountain. Oh, so they're talking about Albedo.
Huh. Sounds like he's talking about Albedo.
I think I just said that.
Did Diluc write a letter to Albedo?
Well, that's interesting. And now let's investigate. I'm gonna touch it, a whole bunch of monsters appear, I kick their ass. Oh, that's a cutscene. I can't tell, is that a high quality cutscene? Doesn't
Whoa.
look that high quality.
Where did all these monsters come from? Wait a second. Is that Diluc?
Sporting his new cosmetic. Only, what, $40? Canadian? Or something like that?
Huh. He looks kind of different than usual.
Yeah, a lot more redder.
Aw, look at him go! So focused and full of energy! So this is Captain Pyro when he's in top form, huh?
The ley lines are showing the scene they recorded at the time. It must be Diluc from when he fought here in the past.
Hey, you're right! Now that Paimon looks more closely, this Diluc does look younger than usual.
Oh, that's interesting.
But what happened back then? Why is he fighting here?
I mean, didn't we just read the notes, Paimon? Can you put 2 and 2 together?
Guess we can just ask him about it when we see him. What should we do now?
We shouldn't act rashly. Let's observe for now.
Okay, let's see how young Diluc used to fight.
Oh, okay, we're playing him. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I wish I had some teammates, but guess just Diluc will have to do.
Flames, purge!
Cool.
The fight is over. Diluc wiped the floor with them. Guess some things haven't changed. So is there any actual danger here? It looks like it's only these illusions from the past.
Diluc must have already been here.
So Diluc's already called it a day? Will more monsters come out if we go up to that weird ley line deposit again? And what about young Diluc?
Oh, what about?
If it's like the other ley line deposits we've seen, then it should have disappeared now that all the monsters are defeated.
So, or have you suddenly developed an interest in ley line anomalies?
No. Paimon's just a little worried is all. What if someone passing by gets curious, comes to check it out, then suddenly, yeah! A monster jumps out and clubs him over the head with a swoosh and a smash! That would be terrible.
Why the sound effects? I mean, we just established it is just recording, so it's not actual fighting.
Because it sounds more dangerous that way. Anyway, we came here to help Diluc, didn't we? So let's stick around a little longer and make sure this place is completely safe before we head back.
I guess you got a strong sense of responsibility.
Not really. Paimon just wants some fancy grape juice. Come on, let's finish what we came for. When we get the grape juice, you can have some of Paimon's half.
I guess. Oh, okay, so this is kind of just like other events. Dire Straits, complete complete Paris. So obviously we want to go for the most difficult, obviously.
right now. Emerge right now.
I thought it was gonna give us like a character select screen. I didn't think they were actually gonna just jump into it.
Lightning terrified! Got a dash!
Cascade.
I'm always watching. Emerge right now.
Still.
Dissipate!
Emerge right here. Emerge.
Adept back.
Come on out!
I drew thunder. Pew, 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 pew.
I'm out of here!
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong right now.
What is
right
happening? Oh, okay. Didn't see you there, you big, giant machine thingy.
A sight to behold. Emerge right here.
Cascade. Move over.
Out of my way.
Adept back.
We've been fighting here for a while now.
Have we?
I'm starting to wonder if we should have left the ley line deposit alone. Maybe then the monsters would have stopped coming. Also, Paimon still doesn't have a clue what's going on here. Shall we just go ask Diluc? Yeah,
maybe.
come on! Let's get back to the Dawn Winery.
Well, first, let's complete all this. So did I complete it completely? Complete Dire Straits mode. Yeah, okay, so I just had to do Dire Straits mode. So that wasn't too difficult. So Dire Straits must be, is it same thing, just harder? Elemental burst increased by 50%. Using 6 in the old thing out there. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, let's do this. Dire Straits. So yeah, seems like it's the same
Right now.
challenge.
Right here.
Be still.
I'm always watching. Right now. Emerge.
Well, they're actually a higher difficulty. I'm actually kind of surprised.
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Lightning terrified! Yeah!
Cascade. Kamisato Art.
I
Sweet.
don't know if I
Right
can do
here,
it in
right
the
now.
time limit, though. Might need to switch out to their team just because
Be still.
this team doesn't have as many. Like, I think Kuki and Seiyu are both still low level in the terms of stuff,
A sight to behold.
level wise. So,
Emerge.
Cascade.
Out of my way.
Away I go!
Adept back.
Right now.
that is a different bad
Emerge.
guy than what we
Stand with me.
had last
Right here.
time.
I'll settle this.
Kamisato Art. Sweet.
Dissipate. I'm always watching.
Come on out!
Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Cascade.
Lightning terrified!
Our bond is strong. Emerge. Right now.
Adept back.
Right here.
Don't think we're going to complete this.
Right
It's
now.
gonna be
I'll
close.
settle this.
Yeah, if it chooses the person I want to go
Kamisato
to.
Art. Sweet.
here. Emerge. Right now.
I'm gonna have to try a different character. Team. I just don't know if they'll be fast enough to do it. Well, let's try. I guess we could eat some stuff. I got lots of attack things, right? Guess I'll eat some defense things as well. Might as well.
Leave it all to me.
I'm the frying pan.
Feel this ancient power. Come into be.
That's the thing. I don't really have any really fast teams that like do a lot of damage in a short amount of time, I guess.
Nice and spicy.
Burst forth.
You're toast.
As a dutiful maid would.
Basically, I have to get to the powerful opponents as fast as I can.
Going in. Boba, get them.
Moment of birth. Live.
Time to clean up.
Eat this. Everybody stand up.
Let's see, where's the big guy? I
Someone
should be
needs assistance.
concentrating on him.
Feel this ancient power. Come into be.
I'm the frying pan.
I must leave no stone unturned, as a dutiful maid would.
I think it's gonna be fast if I switch to the right person.
Witness my great undertaking. Burst forth.
Nice and spicy.
Time to clean up.
Everybody stand up.
Damage. Big damage.
Eat this.
Almost there. It's
Come
gonna
into
be
being.
close.
Feel this ancient power.
As a dutiful maid would. I'll
What?
catch up.
What? I defeated it. You know what? Dire Straits mode, I don't need to complete because that is a bullshit reward for it. Like, it's just 4 of those. So that's good. No pressure there. I'm not gonna even bother. Let's just continue on with these ones. And I'll probably switch back to Hydro Thunder. Because why not?
Bond is dropped right here. Emerge.
Cascade.
Lightning purified.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now, emerge.
Stand with me.
Mind the deluge.
What a nuisance.
What the hell? Why am I
Right
stuck?
here.
I'll settle this.
I'm always watching.
Ninjutsu.
Right now.
Discount. Got a dash.
Kamisato up. Suiyu.
Lightning terrified! Stand with me! Right here, right now. Emerge. A sight to behold.
Come on out!
Out of my way! Dissipate! Right now. Emerge. Right now.
The depths are back. Cascade.
Oh, am I supposed to... Oh. I didn't read the challenge thing. I'm just like, oh, you have to defeat the enemies.
Bond is strong. I'm always watching. Come on now.
Melt Vaporize.
Emerge.
Yes, because this is a Melt Vaporize team. Absolutely. Holy shit. Look at all the Melt and Vaporize I'm doing. Oh my gosh. I defeated like everybody. Oh my gosh. I'm just wiping them out. I should just win.
Dear me.
I wanted to give them another chance. That's why I didn't bother. I mean, see, this challenge event thing should have the thing where you select the difficulty, but then you're like, select your team. It doesn't have that option. It's literally, you press it, it starts. So you have to like keep coming back into here. So Melt, Vaporize would be, that's Cryo Fire. Vaporize is water and fire. Let's switch out my experimental team. Okay, so we need
What's that?
water, obviously.
Join you for a walk? Why not?
We're definitely gonna have the 2 pyro, but we also want a little bit of healing. Sure.
Oh, how exciting! I won't hold you back.
Then I realize this is exactly
I
my
can't wait any longer!
other team. Is Noel really my best healer right now? Yeah, whatever. Deploy. Let's try that again.
Get them! Going in! Yeah! Let's light it up! Leave it all to me.
The depths back.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Okay, so defeat powerful opponents, which are
As a good night should.
these things apparently, which aren't really that powerful. I
Cascade.
think the other challenge were a little more powerful.
Mind the damage.
And then I just have to complete the challenge within a certain time, which I can do. Definitely.
I must leave no stone unturned.
Be still.
Wow. That was incredibly easy once I knew what I was doing. I mean, I always knew what I was doing, obviously. Absolutely. What's the next one? The next one is when a character triggers. Yes, but what is the challenge part? Complete the challenge. Trigger electro-related reactions 20 times to defeat power. So this would be a Hydro Thunder. Hydro Thunder! And yeah. Easy peasy.
Right here, right now.
Everything's electro.
I'll settle this. Right here. Nothing lasts forever.
Kamisato up. Suiyu.
Stand with me. Right now. Right here.
Electro charge. You get electro charge. Everyone gets electro charge. Let's see what big guy. Oh, really? For the hardest difficulty that is in Dire Straits mode, it's seems pretty lackluster. Even a whopping flower, that's considered powerful? I guess.
Stand with me. I'll settle this. Nothing lasts forever. Right now, right here, right now.
Burn, baby, burn. Only instead of fire, it's water. Put out, burns, baby, burn. Flood, baby, flood. Would that be it? Flood, baby, flood. Disco, water. Flood, baby, flood. Anyways. Well, I might as well collect these. As I go. Hell yeah. Anything else? Dire Straits. Yeah, the rewards for Dire Straits mode, not worth it. What is this one? Trigger swirl reaction. So, yeah, Hydro Fender has swirl action.
Cascade.
You get wet. You get wet. You all get wet. And then I swirl. You like swirl? You got swirl. Bam, bam.
Out of my way. Our bond is strong. Emerge. Right here. Come on out.
You like swirl? Swirl! Face the wrath and swirl! Swirl, 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 swirl. Everybody swirl. Where's these powerful, so-called powerful enemies? Because I'm still waiting for them.
Terrified. A sight to behold. Right now.
Cascade. Mind the deluge.
I'll settle this. Our bond is strong.
Be still.
Oh, I didn't even see you there. How long have you been waiting?
Right here, right now.
To die.
Sweet.
Yeah, is this close enough for you?
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge. Right now. Dissipate.
Winter
Lightning. Terrapop.
Mind the deluge. Be still.
Ta-da. Stage be gone now. Stage goes bye-bye. Okay. Next up we got deal damage to opponents while using claymores. Okay. Make a claymore only team. Kaseyu, deal damage to opponents while using claymore. Well, that wouldn't take too long. It's just 15 swings, right? I was gonna put Noelle on the team, but
Stand with me. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
wanted to get them down from the thing. Bam, bam, bam. I just keep hitting them. Bam, bam, bam. This is gonna be easy and done in no time.
A sight to behold. Emerge right now.
I'm hitting you by Claymore!
Kamisato up. Suiyu. Be still.
Emerge right now, right here.
Wow, look at that swirl reaction! So much going on.
And away I go! Ninjutsu!
Hell yeah, say you. You just obliterated that challenge. Like completely obliterated that challenge. I didn't even read the thing. What is it? Normal attacks dealing damage.
Almost dodged that.
Normal. This is basically the last challenge. Only with any weapon. Were they thinking? Oh, that's right. Ayato. That counts as a normal attack. Hell yeah.
Right now. I'm always watching. Right here.
How to
right
cheat
now.
the system. Ayato. Ayato is the answer.
Right here, right now, right here.
Oh, I just realized charged attack is not normal attack.
Emerge.
Big brain. Bow, 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 bow.
Our bond is strong.
Mind the damage.
Again with these guys. I'm starting to think the first challenge is really the only hard one.
Right here, right now. I'll settle this. Get with me.
Hell yeah. Obliterated. Everyone's getting a chance to obliterate now. The other one. So what is trigger frozen? Frozen. I'm gonna need Ganyu and water. So I'm triggering frozen. What am I doing? Apparently in the next update, major update, they're going to be updating your way of choosing your teams and adding more customization and whatnot. I guess making things easier, more streamlined. So I'm excited for that.
Time to begin work?
Even though they're
I
not
hear you've got a
as
job
well,
for me.
not as well built, I'm gonna have
I'll take care
Barbara.
of it.
See how good you could do, level 50 Barbara, who I've literally started building but didn't really continue. But I went through your artifacts really quite recently, right, Barbara? Yeah, so you have a completely new upgraded set of stuff, so you'll just be lacking everything else wise. But yeah, let's do it. Frozen. Yeah, I feel confident. We got this. Let's get you wet. All wet. And then
Born of ice and frost.
frozen. Bam, bam, frozen.
Kamisato up. Suiyu.
You can't run. For Rex Lapis. Let's dance.
Barbara's just making them even more wet. Wow, this team is amazing. I think I just discovered
Ready?
freeze
Steady,
comp now.
Access and shiver. Yeah.
Dude, my energy is
Mind
like...
the deluge.
I think the challenge might boost my energy, but still, this is a lot. Look at that. Already almost defeated. Haven't even broke a sweat yet.
Born of ice and frost.
Finish. Boom. That was awesome. I am liking this team comp. That is awesome. Absolutely awesome. But once again, what was really the point of this event? Limited time event? Like, story-wise? Like, yeah, we got some intertwined fates. Yeah, that's great. But, and actually, I could buy my C6 Noelle, but I'm saving up for Amber to get more constellations of her when she goes into the shop. Eventually. But, what I was checking was Battle Pass. Because I think it's, yeah, higher difficulty. I've done that. Achieved the second stage. So that's a new event. Little event thing. But, quests. Let's go back to... to report back. I hope I didn't miss out on that thing. Because I hanged out at the winery for a bit. Nothing really happened. Apparently it's lore dependent or something. Or like, it's not really dependent, but it's like bonus lore that they sort of snuck into this event, apparently.
You're finally back.
Yeah, it's only been 30 minutes.
I didn't think you'd be gone for so long. Sorry if it was too much trouble.
Yeah, 30 minutes. Oh my god, that was so long.
That's okay. We did offer to help.
Even if we hadn't gone to Falcon Coast, we probably would have been fighting monsters somewhere else.
So anyway,
That's one line of dialogue.
back yet? We didn't see him at Falcon Coast.
This is what I don't understand. Is sometimes they give you the option dialogue, but they done it in such a way that you read it, it's like kind of just one dialogue. Just make it one dialogue. You don't have to give a choice.
Sorry, I'm not sure of Master's whereabouts either, but I did hear that he recently visited Angel's Share. After dealing with this kind of trouble, Master is always careful to tie up all loose ends. It's become something of a routine. He should be back very soon. You needn't worry. In the meantime, please make yourself comfortable in the winery.
After all that, we managed to completely miss him. Oh well. Let's just wait for him at the winery this time.
Yes. At least we got to see the Diluc of the pass. It was worth it.
By the way, Adeline, how come you're always standing here at the door lately? Usually you're busy indoors.
Hello, Dave. Thanks again. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, we're just doing the Diluc limited time event, or Diluc. Really got to work on this pronunciation. It's just that I don't hear that it's a very uncommon name, so that every time I go to say it, it's like I instinctively want to say Diluc, but it's I think it's Diluc, if I remember correctly.
Hopefully you haven't been standing there waiting for Master Diluc this whole time.
Yeah, Diluc.
Because that would be really tiring.
Oh, thanks for your concern. But I've actually been instructed by Master to meet with some special guests here. Certain guests may need reminding to stay away for the time being. Master hopes that under the present circumstances, these guests will keep an appropriate distance from the winery, so as not to make a difficult situation even more complicated.
Well, Paimon didn't understand any of that, but it sounds like a really important job.
It actually sounded a lot like lawyer talk. Maybe we could help meet those guests.
That's very kind of you indeed, but you've already helped Master Diluc out a great deal. You can let me take care of these time-consuming chores.
Are you kidding me? This entire game is time-consuming chores. Oh, sorry.
There is one small thing you could do for me, though. Please, take this letter and place it on the table to your right as you enter the door.
Okay.
There are a few archived letters on that table already. Just put this one at the very top of the pile.
Is this a letter for Master Diluc?
Yes, it's from one of his informants. Only those in Master's inner circle are permitted to handle it or serve as custodian.
Well, since you gave us the letter to put there, that means we're handling it. So that means we are part of Master's inner circle. Hell yeah.
Ooh, that means we're part of Diluc's inner circle.
Wow, Paimon, I guess we great minds think alike.
Of course. Master Diluc greatly values your friendship. Thanks again for the help.
So I think this is where it is where if we enter the winery, but we do not leave the winery when it tells us to teleport. So let's put this thing over here.
Whoa, there are so many letters here. It looks like Diluc read them just before he left. He must have been in a hurry. Adeline asked us to put this one at the top of the pile, but how are we supposed to tell the order of the other ones?
It's not exactly in a pile. They seem actually quite spread out and shiny clean.
Guess we'll have to read them to get an idea of when they came in.
We really shouldn't be reading other people's mail, but since we're part of Diluc's inner circle, let's read.
Oh, that's true. In that case, let's just tidy them up a little.
You're here. You move fast.
Oh, Diluc, we weren't reading your letters or anything.
Woo! There he is!
What are you agonizing over?
Man, it's been a long time since we've heard your voice in-game.
Miss Adeline asked us to put these letters in a pile, and we can't tell which order they should go in. But it's your personal mail, so it'd be rude for us to read them without your permission.
There's no need to be nervous. And I can see from the looks on your faces that they've grabbed your interest. These letters deal with events that are past and gone. I only held on to them in case any of the information they contain proves useful later down the line. I just dug them out to confirm a few details. I've been following some rather unique developments recently.
Ooh, do tell, do tell.
You were involved in the events in question anyway.
Ooh.
You can read them if you want to. It's not a bad thing to be curious.
Do you still have other business to attend to? I'm Batman. You seem to be in a huge rush. You don't look like you just got back from the city, though. Even though you're dressed quite nicely if you did travel to the city. Never mind.
Hey, that's a good point. Actually, you kind of smell like wild mountain fruit. Oh, did you go to those mountains where the Valberries come from?
Very perceptive. Yes, I did make a trip to the Stormbearer Mountains. I'll fill you in later.
Okay. And he's gone. Swiftly goes upstairs.
No fair! We still have some super important things to discuss with Diluc. Not to mention a whole bunch of questions.
It's been a long time since Diluc's presence last overawed you, huh? Override you? I actually don't. That's a new word that I learned, I guess.
All right, let's just sort these letters for him. Well, since he said he doesn't mind, why don't we read them as we go?
Yes, let's read them all. Every single one. No letter left standing. Okay. Let's start at the top. A tidily written letter. To the heir of the Ragvidana clan, I apologize for sending this letter. Well, notice you may not remember me, but we met a few times. We've met near the square, when I sat at the table adjacent to yours at the Good Hunter, and I've seen you in your tavern. You were always busy with a great many things, especially back when you were much chattier than you are now. You spoke cheerfully and often with your brother and friends then. Oh, Diluc has a brother? I didn't realize that. It's probably no surprise that you did not notice me, but I've always had my eye on you, child. I recall with crystal clarity how my little Clee once made a complete mess of your vineyard while she was trying to catch crystal flies there. But you didn't get angry. In fact, you personally escorted Clee back and even gave her a few bottles of fresh grape juice. Now I think that might jog your memory, yes? Clee recently told me that she hasn't seen that strange man with the red hair in ages, so I decided to look into it out of curiosity. My deepest condolences regarding your father. In many of these stories I've been told, you are a model knight, proud, driven, a knight of noble character and lineage. But I know that you're gentler than you appear. If you weren't, you wouldn't have treated Clee the way you did. And since you helped my child out, I hope you won't mind if I treat you as if you were my own. Therefore, I certainly hope that you will leave the dark place that you are presently in, and that you will not wallow in grief and remorse. Parting are most painful things, but they also encourage us to grow. A bird that has lost a roof over its head will fly further than others of its kind. Go out and see the world. That the best course of action I can envision. Only by feeling, observing, and listening can your heart be healed. Parents all wish that they can accompany their child forever, and the skies, seas, and stars bear witness to that oath. Everything that was your father now finds new life with you. That which you will experience in this world may have been things that your father experienced once upon a time. I hope that the wind will bring you all manner of wondrous things in your journeys to come. In any case, keep your chin up, young child.
Huh. Paimon's not sure what this one's about.
Yeah, it's all over the map.
Shall we read another one?
Yes, of course. Because knowledge is power. A letter with clear handwriting. Master Kaya took leave and stayed at Dawn Winery for a few days. In a rare turn of events, he decided to stay in his original bedroom. He would place about the ground when idle, and even asked Adeline to make him his favorite dishes. It really does take me back. I shall be honest with you, but I am quite surprised to hear Master Kaya say that he wanted to stay for a few days. We did not refuse him. However, we believe that even if you were here, you would not refuse him outright. Dawn Winery has always been a more quiet location, perhaps because all who stay here are rather peaceable people. The house is made by those who live in it, and Master Kaya's uncommon arrival did end up livening the place up significantly. I hope that you are doing well in your travels abroad. Everyone here at the winery misses you. May you remain safe and in good health.
Do you want to keep reading them, or have you got the gist now?
Let's read one more letter.
Okay. Remember, we're trying to figure out when each letter was written.
Can I just read them all? Like, why do I have to choose one more? A neatly written letter. Is that what? Did I select that one already? Hello, how's it going? It's going pretty good. We are going through these letters, trying to figure out the order of them. And I don't know. I hope I'm able to read all of these. The game kind of makes it seem like, oh, I can only choose one more. Dear Mr. Diluc. Oh gosh. Gotta stop saying die. It is my pleasure to investigate the ley lines alongside you. Oh, this must be Albedo. As you know, my focus is on alchemy. On my knowledge of the ley lines remains quite shallow, and I fear that I will only be able to share what little understanding I have. According to many pre-existing documents, the ley lines can be seen as a medium for storing information. Under certain circumstances, they can record activities that occur in the area around them. All this information goes through a recording and storage process. After a certain period of time, they may be released once again by the ley lines. If I may be so bold as to make a guess, there should be a method to activate the ley lines. Those who grasps such methods can control the times at which ley line information is recorded and released. Judging from the runic symbols and some other clues, I surmise that there are particular members of the Abyss Order who may have a very small chance of being able to achieve this. If you believe that this requires further investigation, these entities may serve as your point of entry. I wrote a paper a few years ago in which I covered my brief foray into questions concerning the flow of the ley lines and other such topics. You will find a copy of this paper enclosed. I hope that it can help to clear up some of your doubts. I'm all set, I guess.
Alright then, let's put the letters in the right order.
I guess.
There's one thing we can take away from these. It's that Master Diluc has had a pretty difficult past.
Not really. I mean, what was the most difficult part of those letters was his father has passed. So that's other than that, it was pretty light read.
Not only was he misunderstood by the Knights of Favonius, but he's faced all kinds of other obstacles too. Sounds like it's tough being Captain Pyro.
Well, I kind of wish we read the rest of those letters.
Always fighting alone because, for one reason or another, it wasn't convenient for the people around him to help out.
But Diluc seems to have found some peace since then.
Yeah, that's true. Plus, he's got us now. We can give him all the help he could ever want. Oh, out of friendship, of course. Definitely not just for the grape juice.
It's just for the grape juice, isn't it?
Wait, what?
It's young Kaya. Or not Kaya. Diluc, gosh. Ah, that's a...
Is there a problem?
Master Diluc, you're wearing your old outfit again? And you've tied your hair back.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe that skin costs $40 Canadian.
You look so formal all of a sudden.
Old outfit? You've seen it before?
Diluc is like, what? What, you've seen this already? How dare you? I put it on just so you could see it for the first time, but apparently you've already seen it.
Yep, it was by that ley line anomaly. That was your past self, right?
Huh. I'm surprised it made such an impression.
Do you mind telling us about it? What happened back then? Why were you fighting there?
The same reason as ever. Just stopping another Abyss Order plot. They launched an offensive on several fronts at once. Unfortunately for them, they were still no match for me. We were fighting in an area on Falcon Coast, and everything was recorded by the unusually active ley lines. They must have become unstable again recently, causing them to let out all kinds of information from that time. Hence why you saw what you saw.
Why didn't you stay there to keep guard?
For starters, you only need to deal with the monsters, and the ley line deposit will stay dormant, as long as it isn't disturbed again.
I'm gonna be honest, Tower Fantasy does look interesting, and my dilemma is I definitely would not want to play it on phone, and my PC is more just for editing and content creating per se, so I wouldn't be able to run anything, and my one computer I do use for games would probably explode trying to run such a game. So I'm kind of hoping maybe if it comes out on consoles, I would probably maybe try it out. But then again, I'm also like, Genshin Impact already takes up so much of my time, even just off stream, just grinding, like daily commissions and everything, and just the amount of stuff in this game, and just leveling up characters. It's like, yeah, do I really need another game that does things, and from what I've seen, even more complex things and whatnot. So I don't know, it's kind of like I kind of want to try it out, but at the same time I kind of don't, kind of situation. But it does look very interesting, and yeah, maybe if it comes to PlayStation, or yeah, PlayStation. Don't really have any other console. I don't know why I would wish for it to be on another console that I don't have, but yeah. But I am aware of Tower Fantasy.
On the other hand, if I'd done nothing at all, the Knights of Favonius would have taken over straight away. Knowing how they work, they'd be sure to send a large contingent to guard the site.
Wouldn't that have been a good thing?
Depends. Most of the Knights are away on expeditions, so they don't have a lot of people to spare. If the Ley Line anomaly was just a diversion tactic, the Abyss Order could have been poised to attack somewhere else entirely, while the Knights were scrambling to send what limited forces they have to Falcon Coast.
Yeah, if it does or not, like, and even if it does, I'm like, well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens long-term wise. I might even just play it for fun. I might not do it, like, granted, I play Genshin Impact for fun, and the only real reason I'm sort of live streaming and sort of recording playthrough of Genshin Impact is I kind of like the story, and just the experience of it all, and the fact that it's a mobile game. There's been mobile games that I've been playing or whatnot that have gotten shut down, or they stopped, and once it's gone, you can't access it ever again. So in some ways, I have a fear of Genshin Impact. What happens if they shut down the servers? What happens if it's like you won't get to play this game ever again? So that's kind of a partly reason why I'm live streaming Genshin Impact, and also why I've been live streaming so much of it, because this game is friggin' endless. I remember when I early on started live streaming this game, I would struggle because I was like, oh, I'm like, where are all the quests? Where are all the side quests and stuff to do? And then it's like, now I've hit the point where I'm like, it never ends. Like, even exploration, like, I 100%ed Mondstadt, and I've done, as far as I know, and I 100% Dragonspine, but it's like, Inazuma I barely touched. Lyu, I've gotten decent amount of it explored, but yeah.
But anyway, I have no interest in talking to the Knights of Favonius. I prefer to get to the bottom of things myself, rather than waste time negotiating with them.
But to be fair, Genshin Impact is very, very popular and is making a lot of money, so I don't see the game shutting down soon. Sorry if this is out of topic, but how's COVID in your country? Or how about the new virus called the monkeypox? Granted, the monkeypox thing hasn't really, like, as far as I know, because I'm located in sort of, not exactly small town. Well, it's small town, but it's like middle, not middle of nowhere. We're like in between, because Chatham, Kent, Ontario is kind of like in between the major, like London and Windsor, and then I used to been in Mississauga and Toronto area, but then we just recently moved down here. So COVID situation seems, because I haven't really been paying attention to it as much. I'm still wearing my mask everywhere I go and stuff like that, and because I'm like, I had COVID beginning of May, and there's actually a couple videos I've recorded where I've had the COVID because I had the time off, and I think my Evil Dead first 2 videos playthrough of that, and I'm trying to remember what else, but there was another video I recorded where I had COVID when I recorded it, and you can kind of tell either sniffling or coughing wise, but after getting it, I'm like, yeah, I don't really want it again. Granted, I was vaccinated, and I do feel like if I wasn't triple vaccinated, it definitely would have probably hit a lot harder. So I'm quite thankful for that in that sense. But situation in Ontario, I think it's kind of spiking up again right now. If Google trending has anything to do with it. Monkeypox has definitely not really, that hasn't really been, as far as I know, been as big of a news, but I think because that one, I think it's sort of, yeah, it's not like, it is transmissible, but it's not like, not as contagious as COVID or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm not really a doctor. I'm not a medical professional or whatever, but like, because it is spreading, but it's not like, I don't know. I think, yeah, I would have to look it up. But yeah, situation seems to be pretty good here, though I think there is rumors that they might go back to the mask mandate, because what happened is I think they've lessened it, so they've kind of stopped it totally, so you don't necessarily need to wear a mask. But like for example, at my work, they've stopped supplying masks, and they've stopped forcing people to check in and do your questionnaire of have you left the country in the last 14 days, have you come in contact, like we stopped filling out that sort of paperwork in a sense, so who knows, maybe it'll come back into play. But yeah, COVID is definitely not over, and I don't see it being over for at least another year or 2, if not longer. But yeah.
And it was easy enough for me to find out the Abyss Order's plans. Take a few Abyss mages hostage, and they soon start talking.
That just brought back memories of us torturing the Abyss Order, or not, the Abyss Mage. Oh, that was with Lisa too. Lisa was the one torturing him, if I remember correctly. Good times.
As for the Knights of Favonius, I've sent someone to enlist their cooperation where it's needed.
What time is it? Oh, here it is actually quite late. The only reason, well, it's not that late, but it's like it's just past midnight by 10 or 20 minutes. But the reason I'm doing a late live stream is because depending on my work schedule, I'm going to be doing, like, if I'm working tomorrow and Sunday, then I probably won't be able to live stream. But I'm live streaming now with the hopes that maybe I'll have enough time to live stream again to do and complete the Summertime Odyssey part of the limited time event. That's my hope. That's my game plan. But yeah, it's 12:20ish a.m. in the morning. So this is a joint initiative between you and the Knights. It almost sounds like you're doing the Knights of Favonius a favor.
It's their job to handle situations like this. They ought to be present when things come to a head. I don't like working closely with the Knights of Favonius because of our differences in philosophy, but that doesn't mean we can't watch each other's backs when it counts.
Whoa. Seems like you have even more control over things now than you used to, Diluc.
Oh no, he's like burning up on the inside. He's about to explode.
The best way to deal with any threat is to utilize all the force at your disposal. Anyway, thank you for your help. Adeline brought me up to speed with everything. In return, I have a gift for your trouble.
Grape juice? The packaging is so fancy. It must be really expensive.
This is my personal favorite grape juice, made of the highest quality grapes. I happen to have an unopened batch, so I brought you a bottle to try.
Hell
I
yeah.
didn't know you were such fans of grape juice. Next time you want some, don't bother waiting for the discount. Just go down to the cellar and help yourselves.
Well, don't say that. Paimon's gonna be there every single day.
It's on the house.
Hell yeah.
Woohoo! Paimon's gonna tell everyone we meet that we're VIPs at Dawn Winery. This one bottle must be worth at least like 50,000 mora. And he gave it to us for free. Thank you so much, Master Diluc.
If you're free tonight, you're welcome to stay for dinner. Adelind is already making it. There are, however, a few things I need to take care of before dinner time.
Things that involve fighting. I'm somewhat of a fighter myself.
Yes. Passiveness is not my style. Though I had my suspicions at the start, everything I've come across so far in my investigation suggests that the Abyss Order was not behind this. Since this arose from natural causes, it's time to wrap things up.
So what should we do?
Well, in for one, Mora, in for the lot.
Right, sure. After all, he did just give us this amazing grape juice.
Yeah, and an unlimited supply of whenever we want. Go down to the basement and have some supply.
Wait, no. What was it? After all, even when the odds of success are 9 to 1, you must never lower your guard.
Well said. In that case, let's get going.
That reaction.
Okie dokie, Captain Pyro. You can take it a little easier this time. Come on, let's go! This is the final battle. Then we can put all this trouble behind us.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, do not teleport immediately after he leaves, because then you won't be able to read all these stuff.
These letters cover a... We're really gonna have... Which letter do you want to...
Okay, so I can read them all. Awesome. Okay, so I did 1, 2, 3. I think I'm at this one. A letter with elegant handwriting. Dear Diluc. Diluc. Damn it. Welcome back to Mondstadt, sir. It has been some time since the incident. We discovered that Eroch had betrayed us, and he has been punished severely. I hope that this news will put your mind at ease. In other news, our people have discovered that the Abyss Order has stepped up its activities between Wolvendom and Stone Gate lately. Also, a mysterious individual that people are calling the Darknight Hero has suddenly started showing up out of nowhere all around Mondstadt City. He typically acts in the dead of night, and his intentions are currently unclear. Please stay safe and notify the Knights as soon as possible. Should you see anything suspicious, we will send support immediately. Whether you are presently in our ranks or not, all faithful Knights will remember your contributions to the Knights of Favonius. May you remain in good health. Okay. Awesome. Next.
These letters cover a... We're really gonna... Which
Yes.
letter do you want...
Give me all the lore. A neatly written letter. Dear Mr. Diluc. No, I was so close. I was gonna say Diluc. I second guessed myself. It is my pleasure to investigate the ley lines along you. Focus on alchemy. Oh wait, no. This is Albedo's. We've already... Yeah, no, we've read this one. Oh, we rearranged it, didn't we? Oh, I'm gonna have to go for all of these. Just to make sure I didn't miss one of these.
These letters
Oh,
cover really
son of a-
Which letter do you...
Okay, we were here. Neatly written letter. Undo letter. I know I haven't read that one. Dear Darknight hero, the Knights of Favonius have stepped up the guard details for a monster while making any major movements the Abyss Order will not have noticed. I am scouting all around Dragon's Spine. The monsters here are scattered and separated. Clearly they haven't been assembled by the Abyss Order. There are no signs of enemy activity in south of Mondstadt either. If you can confirm that the other locations are also free of monsters, we will be able to conclude the Abyss Order has nothing to do with the recent ley line disorder. Yeah, so it's chronological, right? We sorted it by. So that is... The new letter is actually an old one? That doesn't really make no sense. Unless that's a new one. Unless we're heading to Dragonspine. But I'm just going to quickly check for these ones. Jean wrote to me. Okay, so this is new. Jean wrote to me lately with shocking news. If I don't miss my guess, she wrote to you too. Her sentiments are those on Knights as a whole. See, Cyprus was a good man, and I fought very well much, and it grieves me greatly to know that he met with such a faith. As for the defeat of the Drake, the honors for that accomplishment should go to your father. I do not accept Orochi's fifth for the credit for that deed which was brought with your father's sacrifice. Stolen credit will not be accepted within the Knights of Favonius under any circumstances. I will not permit it. I have already given Jean the authority to punish everyone for all necessary severity. The Knights will inform you of the results. I've heard that you've been taking some time off outdoors and may not be easy to reach, so there's no guarantee that my letter will reach you. As such, I'll stop here for now. If it does reach you, then I wish you good health and safety in your travels. Contact us if you need anything. I hope that Falcon of yours will help put this letter into your hands. I mean, I don't write in person very often, you know. These may seem like pointless words to you right now, but remember, even the greatest of disasters must come to an end. Mondstadt waits for you to return, and if you're willing, the Knights will always welcome you. If you're not, forget I said anything yet. Why you keep saying it's just when I see the spelling, I'm like, I instinctively want to say Diluc. Like, I feel like it's like D-I-E Diluc, and then it's like, no, it's Diluc, I think. I don't even know anymore. I'm just
Letters cover a whole load of different events. Oh, I never knew Duke's past was so complicated.
I gotta keep saying it right. It's I don't know. It's some of the names in this game. I'm like, if I don't hear it recently, the name said out loud properly, I will really screw it up.
We're really gonna have to study all the details to figure out how everything fits together.
Like, I think live streaming wise, Genshin wise, I think this is like, it's been 20 or 30 live streams since we've last seen Diluc. No, Diluc. We last seen Diluc in this game. So, so it's been a while.
Which letter do you want to read next?
And I don't have them yet. He and Jean are the two standard banner characters that I don't have yet. How do you spell Lumaine? Lumaine? Yeah, I say I would call it Lumaine. But I don't know. It's spelling is a whole nother thing, because I would be going off of memory and what it sounds like. But yeah, I didn't choose Lumaine. I chose Aether. Granted, they haven't really said his name or had the character voice act as much, which is unfortunate, because the times where he has spoken, it's been pretty powerful in this game. But the main character, the protagonist, the Traveler. Gosh, I actually forgot what the name of the Traveler. That's what everyone calls him, or her if you chose her. To the end, yeah. Yeah, it depends on pronunciation. So for example, like if I could spell Diluc correctly. It's just when I instinctively see the spelling of the name, I go, oh, it's D-I, so it's Diluc. It's just a mind thing, I guess. I apologize for sending this letter without notice. You may not remember me, but we met a few times. Yeah, okay, so we did. This is the one with Klee, right? Yeah, okay, so we have read this one. That is confirmed. Oh, is there more letters over there? I hope there is. This one's a long one, isn't it? It is. I just want to absolutely confirm I did not miss any of the letters here.
Do you want to read?
Letter with clear handwriting. I think this should be it. To leave and stayed at Dawn Winery. Rare transit assistant. He would pace around the grounds when idle and even asked Adeline to make him his favorite dishes. Yeah, okay, so we did read this one. Yeah, so I believe that's all of them. Of these ones. What's over here? I see something shiny over here. A letter in beautiful handwriting.
There's another bunch of letters here. Diluc must have read these ones recently too. Which one shall we read first?
Well, obviously we have to go in order. A letter in beautiful handwriting, part 1. 2D. A storm is brewing within the Knights of Favonius. Varka's inner circle is preparing to investigate Oroch and his henchmen, and it's looking increasingly likely that Oroch is about to get unseated from that high horse of his. You might not be too pleased to see this letter of mine, but I mean to get this news to you as soon as possible. You don't have to reply. Okay. Part 2.
Hey, there's another. Which one shall we read
The
first?
sequel. Even I was a little surprised to hear that you decided to leave on a trip. Jean wanted to write and tried to dissuade you, but I advised her against it. As for Varka, I don't think he knows that about this, otherwise he had probably sat you down for a talk. If you like to leave, do it now. The less the people know, the less the goodbyes you'll have to say. Leave at night too, so things won't be too saddening. Take care. Okay. Part 3 with a vengeance.
Which one shall we read first?
Some slightly bad news. Oroch won't be quite so difficult to bring down after all. The Grand Master's order to investigate has certainly dealt him a major blow, but I wouldn't call that problem pulled up by his roots yet. The matter's been handed over to Jean's jurisdiction. She'll take care of this. I believe Oroch is an obstacle in the path in any case. Just sit tight and wait for the good news. Oh, hell yeah. So there seems to be a lot of these around here. A letter in beautiful handwriting.
A few more letters. Take your pick. Let's read one.
Oh, gosh. I think we skipped a couple numbers. We went from 1, 2, 3 to, what is this? 7, 8, and 9? Can I exit? Can I go back? No. I would like to read them in order, but I guess we'll have to do this out of order. Per standard procedure, Knights of Favonius needs to take a statement from all relevant parties. Recently, Knights of Favonius have received reports from a number of eyewitnesses claiming to have seen the Darknight hero in the vicinity of the Dawn Winery. The Grand Master has assigned the cavalry captain to this mission. As such, I will be paying you a visit in 3 days. So that's when Kaya came over. He seems to think that our relationship can be improved if we are forced to talk in person. Don't worry though, my lips are sealed. There will be nothing more than a formality. Anyways, 3 days notice should be enough for you, I presume. Okay, so let's try and find an order. We're looking for 4, 5, 6. Yeah, there's 4, 5, 6. Okay. Recently, a group of businessmen returned to Mondstadt. Word is that the reason for their return is a downturn in business. According to my observations, their employees are regulars at Angel's Share. These people can also be found out in the more dangerous parts of the wilds around the city. Now, a few of them were a little careless and even dropped some pages of their notes on the ground, and I took the liberty of returning these sheets to the Angel's Share, out of the goodness of my heart. I think they might have something to do with you, seeing as how they were there. I also noticed that their notes were written in code, information brokers perhaps, or some kind of secret organization. Whatever the case, it took quite a lot of effort to see those blurred words with only one eye, Don't worry, I'll keep this a secret.
Another bunch? Which one do you think we should start with?
Part 5. I didn't try to hide it from you on purpose, but I suppose you found out all the same, huh? I mean, not everyone who wears an eye patch must be blind, right? Don't people also wear an eye patch if they have a scar over their right eye? The long-awaited good news is finally here. Now I'm going to bring a glass of wine when I go to watch Erode pack his things and leave on his last day. Good riddance, by the way. That should be fun, eh? That's kind of rhymed. I know you're not the type to do that sort of thing, but I am, so allow me. Oh, it's definitely Kaya speaking.
Another bunch of... Which one do you think we should start with?
Part 6. Oh my. No sooner did you get back than a mysterious character started popping up. I hear he's called the Darknight Hero. He has repeatedly fought off the treasure hoarders and monsters in the Mondstadt area, and he's even attacked Abyss Order's strongholds. So far, it seems like he is on Mondstadt's side, but the Knights of Phobos can never permit the existence of a vigilante. Which is so weird, because you'd think the City of Freedom would allow a vigilante to do what he does. But whatever. I get the feeling that the two of you would get along nicely. Why don't you find an opportunity to get to know him and give him some stage advice? Just so he doesn't get caught by the Knights. Interesting. Okay, so that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're looking for 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. We read 7, correct?
There are a few. Take your pick. Let's read one.
6, 7. So we read 7, and then read now 8. The appearance of the Darknight Hero has indeed brought the Knights of Phobos some valuable time. Valuable time during the Abyss Order's last attack. This helped Jean convince the Knights of Phobos to stop focusing on trying to stop him. This will decrease the limit on the Darknight Hero's actions, but that doesn't mean that the situation will necessarily improve. Objects with two-honed edge tend to be damaged more easily. You, I'm sure, are aware of the great dangers that come with acting alone. That said, I would advise against such a course of action. And then, finally...
There are a few. Take your pick. Let's read one.
9. I heard that the Dawn Winery did not suffer any damages. Likewise, the Knights of Phobos only sustained minor injuries and will recover quickly. However, an employee of a local merchant has gone missing. Their last known location just happens to align with the Abyss Order's area of activity. The Knights have dispatched people to go to the rescue. Do be aware the Abyss Order has become more dangerous as of late, even going so far as to organize multi-prolonged offenses. Perhaps the Darknight Hero and the Knights of Phobos should team up. That might guarantee that things will go off without a hitch. Interesting. Now, I wonder, is there any more of those letters? But yeah, if I wasn't really paying attention as much, I could have very easily have teleported away from this to carry on the mission and then come back and realize, oh, I missed out on all these things. So that is quite good. I knew to do this ahead of time. But I would have probably naturally wanted to try and read all the letters. And there's nothing up here, is there? So it definitely added some lore to this already lore intensive game. It's not that intensive. It's decently intensive. It's just more time than anything. But yeah, so I think that's everything. Who's that treasure chest? Can I open it? No. My first thought when I see a treasure chest in Genshin Impact: can I open it? Oh, there's a new hidden Strife stage. Oh, okay. I guess we're fighting with Diluc. Diluc. Gosh, get it ready. I will say, I am kind of excited to try and get a 5-star Pyro character, because I don't have a 5-star Pyro character yet. And I'm really hoping the kit on the new Pyro tall lady is very good and would be a character I would want to get, so I can finally have a 5-star Pyro on my team. But luckily, I don't think she's coming out for a bit, so I can try and get Try to get the new archer, Dendro Archer, and then save up for her. Hopefully. If she's immediately right after, I will be screaming.
The ley line deposit will disappear before long.
That battle went very smooth, and it was a lot of fun.
All thanks to the power of teamwork.
Yeah, it was mostly Diluc. Diluc just came in and was like, Eagle! And just exploded.
Even Captain Pyro needs his trusty sidekick sometimes. It can't be Master Diluc saving the day by himself every single time. Many hands make light work.
Sidekicks.
Yes, every superhero needs a sidekick.
It's been a long time since I last worked with others. It's not so bad. If the opportunity arises, let's team up again in the future.
Hell yeah. So is that it? Is that the end? Because I'm definitely not doing this Dire Strait challenge, because that is pointless. Absolutely. So I guess that is it. It just ended. Is that how it ends? I guess that's how it ends. Okay. A little bit anticlimactic. if I'm not lying. Oh, I don't have enough for Intertwined Fate. But just trying to decide what I'm gonna do. I think I should leave it there, so I'm going to check my wishing. Because I'm saving up. As much as I want a Pyro 5-star, Yoimiya is fun, but I will pass. But yeah, let's do the standard banner. Because originally, especially with the rumor that there might be a new character added to the the standard banner, I just realized that if that happens, it's gonna be even harder to get Kaching constellations. So I'm obviously going to want to pull as much as possible before the update. So it's time for wishing. Yeah, woo. I'm in my wishing spot, and here we go. We'll do a 10 pull, and I don't think I'm anywhere near pity for the 5-star, because I think my recent one was it Chi-Chi? Or no, I think I got Chi-Chi on the one of the lost 50/50s for the event character. Oh, I think my last 5-star was a weapon. I got a catalyst. I forget which one. But let's see what we get. It's a 4-star. Hopefully it's as many 4 stars as I can possibly get. I want, because we already know this one's not a 4-star, I want 9 4 stars. Okay? I want a nice mix of characters and weapons. Let's see what we got. Okay, 8 4 stars, 7 4 stars, 6 4 stars, 5 4 stars, 4. Please tell me there's at least 2. Okay, I can refine the flute, which I currently have attached to Kazuha. Another 4-star? No. That sucks. I mean, it's not terrible, but... whatever. It's kind of hoping for maybe something a little more exciting, but I guess I do need more flutes. Yeah, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do weapon-wise for Kazuha, huh? Where is it? Refine. You have been refined to rank level 3. I did pick up the black sword for the battle pass weapon because it's a sword that actually heals. So I might throw that on Kazuha long-term wise, but I don't know. I'm kind of doing a wait and see. Once again, I still haven't... It's been several months since I've gotten a sword billet, or billet, or whatever. And so... And I've been putting them all into Ayato's sword, because I thought, why not? And I feel like getting the prototype Rancor was a mistake. But there's nothing I could change about the pass. But yeah. So I believe this is where we're going to end the live stream for today. I hope to maybe, because I just realized I am going to be busy in the future, event-wise. So this is out of the way, the hidden Strife. So I don't have to worry about this anymore. I've collected all my rewards. I'm not pushing just to get some of those gem crystals. So I've completed the ending, so that is the entire event, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. I've done the test run. And these two end at the same time, so I still have at least 2 weeks to do this. So that's quite good. This is a new one that just popped up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what I'm gonna do. Is because I know next week I'm gonna be very busy. I wouldn't be able to live stream, but I would probably be able to complete it. I might have to complete some of it off live stream. So, but you can guarantee the story parts at the very least will be done live stream. That I know of. Hopefully, I do my best. There's been little cutscenes here and there I've missed because I accidentally ran into them. But anyways. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whenever. Check out my other stuff. There should be a chapter selection when I'm done processing this video and everything in the description. And there should be stuff appearing on screen if I've gone through this video properly. Anyways, thanks again for watching.